Top 10 Electric Cars was rated by the car industry in the world. The 10 cars listed below are, in Autocar's considered view, the very best electric cars on the market right now. Each sits right at the state of the electrified art, whether that be for performance, range, space, luxury and refinement, in-car technology, or driver appeal. Rather than being direct competitors, each has been picked for excellence in one particular area. The best electric cars. Cupra-born. Autocar has, for a couple of years now, conducted an annual test of the best handling, most engaging electric cars on sale. We call it Britain's best fun EV. You can read it in Autocar every summer. And our rating champion is the Cupra-born, which beat the challenge of cars like the MG4, Xpower and Abarth 500e to impress our judges. The Born sits at a compelling nexus of size and usability, weight and power, of real-world range, and of price and affordability. It's got enough power to keep you interested, but not so much as to seem excessive for the road or to compromise its efficiency in quicker motoring. It's got an engaging, balanced rear-driven chassis and some precision and purpose to its body control, but it doesn't forget to include 4 usable seats and a decent boot. It'll cover 220 real-world miles. Fisker Ocean. Aston Martin designer turned company boss Henrik Fisker takes a no-nonsense view when it comes to electric cars and range. For the time being, you can't really offer too much of it. That's why his new mid-sized SUV, the Fisker Ocean, comes with a nickel-manganese cobalt drive battery of 106 kilowatt-hours of usable capacity. That's almost as much as either Mercedes or BMW provides in their flagship EV models. Only Fisker is putting it on the market for half of their cost. Hyundai Ioniq 5. Designing really good-looking EVs is difficult. That's the lesson that many electric cars seem to teach, with their necessarily long wheelbases, short overhangs, and high-rising bodies, so typically displaced upwards by underfloor battery packs. So really great-looking electric cars demand recognition, particularly when they're more affordable ones. Mercedes EQS. It was Tesla that really blew the lid off in-car digital technology when it introduced the original Model S saloon. But it's now the world's oldest car maker that's taken the game on, in a bid to prove that it can better anything that can be made in Silicon Valley. When the Mercedes-Benz EQS arrived in 2021, it blooded the Mercedes Hyperscreen, a wide expanse of touchscreen digital real estate that seemed to occupy the entirety of the car's fascia. In reality, it doesn't quite do that, but it does bring together a sizable digital instrument console with a large head-up display, a huge 17.7 in widescreen central infotainment screen, plus a 12.3 in touchscreen in front of the passenger. Mercedes EQS SUV. Onboard comfort was a character facet of modern cars overlooked for much of the late 20th century, but is now making something of a resurgence with EVs. A gentle, absorptive, quiet ride is a dynamic quality you can enjoy on every journey. And while we just somehow expect electric cars to have one because of their wider refinement advantages, you'll find you don't always get it. So if you want to prioritize a comfortable ride, the Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV is the big EV to go for. MD4. If you could ask the average Brit on the street why they don't already own an electric car, what response would you get? Because they cost too much and they don't go far enough between charges. Well, think again, Joe. Built in Ning, China by SAIC and presented to UK buyers wrapped in the comfort blanket of a brand they know well, the MG4 comes with a choice of 51 kilowatt-hours, 64 kilowatt-hours, and 77 kilowatt-hours battery packs. The smallest of those can be had for a whisker under 27,000 pounds, which now only just about buys the cheapest piston-engine Volkswagen Golf, and is rated for 218 miles between charges. Porsche Taycan. Porsche really stole a march on the rest of the luxury car industry when it introduced the Taycan electric saloon. The car has been with us since 2019, half a model life cycle in industry terms, and yet it's still a truly standout prospect for both its Porsche brand handling appeal and driver engagement, and for its DC rapid charging speed. The Taycan isn't the lightest EV of its kind, its 92 kilowatt-hours lithium-ion drive battery weighing some 650 kilograms all on its own. Rolls-Royce Spectre. Charles Rolls noted the potential of electric motors for adoption in luxury cars right at the beginning of the 20th century. It took the car company he co-founded, and which bears his name, some 120 years to catch up with his embryonic vision. But now that it has, and the super luxury EV class has its first ranking member, there can be no debate about which electric car comes first for luxury appeal. The Rolls-Royce Spectre has wowed both editor Mark Tishaw and editor-at-large Matt Pryor on separate tests in South Africa and North America. Tesla Model S Plaid. Tesla's name had to crop up on this list somewhere, but that it's doing so here tells you a great deal about how few prisoners company boss Elon Musk is willing to take in his pursuit of a world-beating reputation for his firm. In terms of standing start acceleration, the Tesla Model S Plaid took our road test time in gear quicker than it had ever been when we road tested the car in August 2023. With fully 1,020 BEP and 3 electric drive motors doing its grunt work, it needed just 2.4 seconds to hit 60 miles per hour from rest, 4.6 seconds to hit 100 miles per hour, and 9.6 seconds for a standing quarter mile. Volkswagen ID Buzz. Volkswagen finally got around to rebooting its iconic Type 2 microbus with the 2022 ID Buzz. Sized to sit between a big conventional passenger car and a medium-sized van, it's intended to fit into typical marked parking bays and to be easy enough to drive and use in everyday traffic as to feel like a regular family car on the outside, but offer much more space and versatility inwardly. The Buzz offers passenger and cargo space well in advance of even bigger luxury EVs, and VW's long wheelbase version adds 7-seat versatility and extra carrying capacity on the top. Embrace the future of transportation with electric cars, where innovation meets sustainability, paving the way for a cleaner, greener tomorrow. Drive into a world where every journey sparks a positive change, and the road ahead is illuminated by the promise of a brighter, eco-friendly future. Join us as we accelerate towards a sustainable horizon, one electric mile at a time.